Once again, it's Kennard Vernon Stewart here for the podcast, Talking Auburn Football. Go ahead and like the video, comment, and subscribe to Vernon Speaks Sports Auburn. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger or Eagle. You know, one of my favorite parts about this whole situation that's happening with college football is to get a player's perspective as to what they're going to do. As a matter of fact, there's a guy that I know that used to play college football. It wasn't Power 5 football, but it was college football nonetheless. And I was going to do a video about what does it feel like? What is it like for a college student, college football player, college athlete who has, pretty much worked. I mean, really worked. And see, that's the thing that really kind of bothers me about the whole pay the players to play thing, is that these guys on an amateur level, in my opinion, now I could be totally wrong, but in my opinion, I don't think they're thinking in terms of getting paid to play, because their value systems are different. Because I think about even when I was a college student, my value system was different. As a college degreed person, I was like, okay, if I can get a job making a certain amount of money an hour, which somebody else would have been like, dude, you're crazy, is different at that age. So these people, these young athletes just want to play. We put dollar value on it because that's where we're at in life. We're at the dollar value in life. We're at, okay, if I do this, then I need to get paid this. And if this person is getting paid this for my efforts, then I need to get paid this. And that's where we're at. That's why the pay to play thing is at the forefront. Because if you're looking at buying a ticket and the ticket costs, say, to go to Auburn, let's say if Auburn would have played North Carolina, the tickets cost $2,300. And you're looking at all the revenue, all the TV, all the paraphernalia that's being bought because of this game. And then you're looking at the actual player. So, yeah, you're going to push that pay the players narrative, which I have nothing against the pay the players narrative. But what I do see is that the players just want to play. Bo Nix, for example, at Auburn, did an interview a couple of days ago as, of course, the face of the program, the quarterback, is going to talk on some issues. One thing I like the fact that, the questions, some of the tough questions that were asked were conditioning. I think that's one of the biggest areas that most of the fan base and people who follow the college football sport are a little concerned with, because conditioning will be a key component of the 2020 season, especially when you're talking about an all SEC season. Missouri is a good football team. I think Kentucky is a very good football team. Went 8-5 last year. Got a lot coming back. There's a great chance that former Auburn quarterback Joey Gatewood might even play against Auburn the season opener. And when you think about conditioning, that's one of the key parts. Because, I mean, even locally, I talk to guys who are in charge of getting high school players ready for the season. Guys who are responsible for getting college football players ready as far as conditioning goes. And to hear Bo Nix talk about it, to say, I'm in great shape. Even though this pandemic has gone down the way it has, I'm in great shape. I have done the due diligence, and we're pushing our teammates to do the same thing. That's one of the biggest takeaways from this video. Then you talk about Bo Nix in year 2, coming back, obviously one of the toughest slates that you can ever ask of a true freshman quarterback And I think he did very well. I was actually a harsh critic at times of Bo Nix, but unjustifiably, because when I look back at it, I think the kid did a great job. The only thing I think about Bo Nix is he's got to get rid of the word obviously, because that is his go-to. I think he got that from Jarrett Stidham. It seemed like Jarrett Stidham used to use the word obviously. It was one word that Jarrett Stidham constantly used, and it was his go-to. So we got to help Bo Nix out with another word. Obviously is his favorite go-to word when it comes to an interview. Maybe just don't say obviously. Just say what you got to say. But big shout out to Bo Nix. It's always great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle. Welcome tonight to the show. We've been pretty busy today. A lot of action going on. Big shout out to Armani Goodwin interview with Rivals.com. But either way, you know, Bo Nix also talked about a little bit of social distancing that, you know, the college football players, they're going to do their part. They're in a controlled environment. But you got to, you know, hopefully the students will follow suit. I mean, you know, we're in college. Because I just have to reflect back to 1999, when I first stepped foot on Auburn's campus as a second semester, as a first semester sophomore, transfer from Alabama A&M University. I mean, I don't know this campus like that. You know, I was at a totally different environment. And then you talking about social distancing. I got to wear a mask. I got to do all this. So this is a unique change for the college base. But at the same time, I like the fact that the football players are aware of this, and that they are publicly pleading to the fan base to say, hey, look, if y'all want to see some football, you all have to follow the guidelines, or else it's going to be a wrap, okay? So Bo Nix, I just think from a leadership standpoint, he does a great job presentation-wise. He does a great job as far as perception and awareness-wise of what's going on around him. And I really look forward to seeing this young man play. I really enjoyed the development. Of course, I was an unreasonably harsh critic of Bo Nix, but I think he is an excellent quarterback, 5-star recruit, has an opportunity to do some big things at Auburn. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle. Subscribe to Vernon Speaks Sports Auburn, and there's some stuff to coming down the pipeline as far as advertisement goes. A lot of folks, it's some stuff you're missing out on some of this good Auburn gear, but we're gonna talk about that at another time, another video. And as always, it is absolutely great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle.